To the kitchen. This is a delicious recipe because, like you, is that I want to simplify up some ideas that I make for dinner. And so here's one that's actually very simple, but I've got some tips for you. First of all, never let Lincoln come back and distract you in the kitchen because, yeah, I did kind of scorch the top of that lemon meringue pie, but yeah, well, there you go, Lincoln. There's your dessert anyway. I'm going to let you enjoy it. All right, and over here I have sauteing up some onions in some olive oil. I'm going to add some pesto into it. And I want to point out, you know, buying prepared pesto is a great thing. I mean, it's very convenient, it's easy, and it's expensive. So learning how to make your own pesto, I think, is one of the best things you can do. To do it, it's very easy. I have some minced up garlic, I have some Kalamata olives and basil in here. To this, I'm going to add some olive oil as well as some Parmesan cheese and some nuts. Traditionally, they're going to use pine nuts in here, but pine nuts are very, very expensive. And so I'm going to show you that you can use other types of nuts. You can use walnuts, you can use pecans if you want a really rich pesto. I like to use almonds. And so I'm just adding some almonds, and they're the blanched kind that don't have the skins on them because I like to take I don't like the color of the skin. I almost forgot the Parmesan cheese is going to go in there, some shredded Parmesan cheese. This then is going to be pulsed all together. Now, all of these ingredients cost a little bit more than $5, that is for sure. But oh my word, the amount that I can make in comparison to that very expensive little bottle of pesto is the point I want to make to you there, that you can actually save a lot of money when you do that. Now, once you get the pesto in here all sauteed, I'm going to add in some sausage to it. When we come back, we'll finish it all up, and it's going to be a delicious, delicious pasta dish.
Well, you know, Lincoln has been upsetting me, making me mad all week, and this is really the
so
bad one.
There's your dessert.
Did he ruin that pie?
Ruined it. It's going to be delicious.
I'm being defamed, all right? We'll settle this later.
It'll be delicious.
Chef. Of course, I'm just kidding. All right, let's see if we're going to hit the jackpot in the kitchen today.
Well, we are, but I got to go. I got to go up to Idaho and get me a ticket.
Yeah, you better get going.
Mom and Dad while I'm up there. All right, guys, let's finish this off, and I'll show you what other damages Lincoln's done in the kitchen today. If he wasn't such an enjoyable person to visit with, how could you be mad at him? So here's the pasta. It is so good. I mean, it's just so easy, so delicious to put together, fresh. I love putting like peas in there because it reminds me we're in spring right now, so I put some peas in there. They should be coming pretty quick, I would assume, in the next month or so in the gardens. So that is ready to go. I want to finish it off here with some more Parmesan cheese on top of it, and then show you, you know, the other things that Lincoln cause a little crispy garlic bread, which is still absolutely delicious. So that's all right, as long as it's edible, which it is. Let's put a little bit of basil onto there for a garnish, and that'll be very nice to enjoy there. And then I want to just take a little bit of the homemade pesto here and just dollop that right on the top. And honestly, guys, when I tell you that it is so much cheaper to make the pesto versus to buy it, that's fine. But I also understand the convenience factor of it. But if you're on a budget and you are trying to save some money, be sure to learn how to make it. I will put the link, it's on my website already. I'll put the link on there on today's recipe on how you make the homemade pesto. Also, when you go to the grocery store looking for things, like today, the pasta was on sale. And so watch for those sales. It was like 4 for $5 at Smith's. That's where I went today. And so you pick up some extra one of those, put them in your food pantry, and then you always have pasta ready to go. So guys, here you go, a delicious creamy pesto pasta. Head over to KUTV.com or cookingwithchefbryan.com and keep Lincoln away from
I will
the
take
kitchen.
responsibility for the pie. I will not take responsibility for the garlic bread.
No,
that was purely your
said.
fault, Chef Bryan.
Already been said.
Okay.
There's a lot of things you don't take responsibility for.